Hey friends, today I am planning in my classic dashboard for the last part of December and the first part of January 2026. So this is going to be the 29th through the 4th. And this is a undated dashboard planner. So we are going to see how things go in this planner to start the year, because the nice thing about these is they are undated, so I could use these throughout the year, add them here or there. So with it being New Year's Eve and New Year's this week, I pulled out this seasonal abundance from Planything because I had these New Year stickers in it. And I kind of went back and forth of what I wanted to use this week as far as New Year stickers. In my memory planner, I used these blues. So I did like a blue and silver, and I printed these and cut these with my Cricut. And I did a blue and silver theme. And I used some of the extras here on my to-do pages for the month and also in my faith planner. But I wanted to do something different in my Catchall planner. I also pulled out my RongRong Rainbow Girls, and I was trying to decide if I wanted to add in black, but then I thought, how cool would it be to add in some purple? Purple's my favorite color, and so I was thinking about adding in some purple. I do have this washi from Planner Envy that was part of the January subscription box for winter and New Year's, and we just have some like balloons and champagne and this purple and gold. So that's kind of what gave me the idea to do the purple. Now these are paper stickers and clear stickers depending on what you use. We also have this really pretty floral sticker here that you could add on a side of the page as well. And I almost thought about adding this here on this side of the page because it wouldn't take so much away. But I think we have some girls who've got some cute outfits on. Now, the only thing is if I want to mix clear and paper stickers. And I'm not so sure. But I could use these two girls. They look like they're going out to a New Year's party, and they're clear stickers. So I may just stick with that. And I also pulled out my RongRong Rainbow Collection and RongRong Time to Date. Now, when I use this for my social media planner, I actually wrote in my date with marker. And I really thought that was super cool, and I liked how that looked. And since I'm going to be using a separate social media planner for this week, I think I'm going to do that. So the only downfall to that is this planner, the paper is a lot thinner than regular planner paper or happy planner paper. That's the vibe I'm getting because you can kind of see through it really easy. And so I don't like that aspect of this. But we're going to go for it this week, and we're going to see how it goes. So I am going to grab my Hoo brush markers, and I will leave everything linked down below for you. And I'm thinking I want to kind of match it to the purple stickers. Oh, that looks like it actually goes pretty well. And it's pretty light. Let's see. I think this is more of a blue. Oh, yeah, that's definitely blue. And that's blue as well. Okay. Thought I had like a lilac, but these are all like blue. And I think this is going to be too dark. So we're going to go with this color. Set these aside. And I want to make sure I get my dates right. This is the 31st. This is the 1st. So 30th and 29. So what I did is I just went in here and just kind of put the dates in by hand. And let's see. You can a little tiny bit see, like especially right here where it was a little wetter, but actually that's not too bad. All right, so now we have our dates, and I have an appointment here, and an event that me and my mom always do on the first Saturday of the month at a local church. They have this big sale. And other than that, my week is pretty much not really set in stone. I know I will be at the barn a lot this week, and so that will be kind of my to-do list. Not a lot this week. So I do have this whole side over here, and I can decorate a little bit more on this side. I like to use this for my to-dos, and then I like to use these sections when I use this for my social media planner to like my videos and other things, and like what's up ahead next week. And I do like the idea of looking ahead because I do have things coming up next week. So I may use this section to kind of look ahead. So let's maybe see if we can find a box to go there. And I could use a gold box. We do have this big gold box. Let's go ahead and pull the big gold box out. And I don't really want to punch this box. And it's not quite big enough. So you're going to see a little bit of that, but it's really faint. So I think I'm just going to leave that. Put that box down a little crooked. I could come in with some washi or something here and then punch these, which I might do, but we're going to put that down. And then let's grab a purple box. Let's do one of the light purples, and we'll add in a dark purple. And then we will add in one of these gold boxes. And I think I'm going to put some of this washi tape up here. In this section here. It has been so long since I decorated the dashboard layout. So let's do the light purple, and I'm going to have fun with these boxes. And it's okay if they overlap a little bit. And that overlapped a little bit more than I wanted. All right. So we have some boxes there. And let's do some more washi tape maybe. Should we use this really fun one across here? And let me cover up this notes here. I'm going to bring that right up to the box. Well, you know what? If I'm going to use this girl, though, let's think about that. She is pretty tall. We could put her right in the middle here and maybe do a quote. Let's do that maybe. And I'm thinking maybe, you know, it might be fun to put the balloons. You know how they drop the balloons down? We could do the balloons across here. And then see if I can do this without making too big of a mistake. It's a little bit, she's a little bit crooked, but it's okay. And there's going to be some lines through her, but that's fine. Okay. There we go. And then, don't know if this book has any quotes in it that I could use or not. Don't forget to be awesome. Go with the flow. You got this. All this and more. I kind of like this. You got this. So we might use that one. But I will take a look at my other books as well. All right. Now we have this. And I want a box to cover up the priorities there. So let's do maybe a gold box, and then I can write in to do. And I'm going to cover up that first dot there. I grabbed Winter Days from Planything. We have like this New Year's Eve. And this talks about snowflakes. I'm kind of wanting like something as far as goals go. So I may end up using this You Got This, because it is the first couple of days of the new year. And I want to try to cover up that white out the best that I can there. All right. And then we have a little bit of room here for something as well. So we're going to use this for to-dos. Not sure how I'm going to use this yet. And then we have some area here. Now, let's add in some of the New Year stickers. I'm all over the place. I used to use this for when my videos were going to post. So I'm not sure how I'm going to use this for my classic planner. I could use this for meal planning, but I'm not sure. Let's definitely add some fireworks. And I really like these banners too. If I can get them off the page, let's see. Sometimes it helps to take your tweezers and get underneath. There we go. I was thinking I could add the banner there, but I don't know. I could add one in the corner here. That still gives me room to write on Monday. And then, should we use another one? Wonder if we could incorporate one on the first somehow. I don't want to cover up too much of the that you can see through. Let's see, sometimes I have to pick up my planner. Okay, I think that would work. I don't absolutely love it, and I can punch that out with my power punch. But that gives us a little bit right there on the first. And I might remove that. We'll see. All right. Let's add in. I've got this clock. This clock has a lot of clear around it. I might cut this down a little bit. But we've got this clock. I was thinking of putting it on the 30th, but that's taking up a lot of room. So let's do, on the 31st, let's do the little hats, little party hats, and there's still room to write. And I'm not loving this. So we're going to hopefully peel this up carefully. And then maybe I can add this somewhere else. We'll set this to the side. All right, for the clock, I could add it right here in this box. I'm going to cut down the clear part just a little bit around it. So I just cut that away the best I could. And then we're going to add this in our box, and I don't have to punch out the punch. Awesome. Let's do, we have the champagne bottle. And we have the two little flutes. We could do one of those on the first. That's the one thing about the dashboard. It's like when I was using it for my social media, it wasn't that big of a deal to not have a huge amount of space to have for functional planning. But for my Catchall, it's different because I need room for important things. And then let's try to add at least one of the fireworks. All right, I'm going to take this, and I have little pieces of stickers stuck all over me. I'm going to take this and add it there. And let's see if I can find my X-Acto knife and carefully trim this up against that washi tape. There we go. Found a place for that little piece. Awesome. Now we have a pretty big firework here. Let's add the firework up here. And I'm going to leave this blank for now until I figure out what I want to use that for. I feel like we're kind of low on decorations on this side, but there's not a whole lot of room, and I need it to be functional. So maybe let's bring in a little bit of the washi tape on this side. So I like to keep my washi pretty thin over here just to keep things functional. Let's do a little bit here. So that's using some of the washi tape. Let's grab maybe another box or two for this side. So let's do, we got a bunch of purple. We have a little bit of gold. Let's maybe do another gold box. And it doesn't have to be a big one. Let's do this sparkly one here. And I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. No, I don't want to cover that up too much. All right, we're going to bring it right there. And let's do one more of those golds. And I'm going to actually cover a little bit of the champagne bottle there. And then let's bring in a purple. I'm thinking maybe we'll bring in a small purple. All right, let's bring in a small purple. And then maybe we'll bring in another small purple for Saturday. I'm trying to figure out where I want to put that. I don't want to put just one small. So let's go ahead and put it here. Okay. Now I want to grab my holiday book. So this is just some Happy Planner holiday sheets that I pulled out, and let's see, that's a lot of birthday. I got New Year's Day. That's pretty big, but I think it would work. Do we have New Year's Eve? Ooh, New Year's Eve is really big in this one. We have this New Year's Day. I don't see New Year's Eve. That's birthday. I'm thinking this New Year's Eve is just a little bit too big here, but I could just let it overlap the box. Let's just overlap the box. And then let's see, let's find that New Year's Day. And I think this will overlap this box just a little bit as well. There we go. New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Adding a little bit more gold in there. And I think I'm going to call this done. If you have any ideas on how I can use this section of my dashboard, because this is more of a personal planner, let me know. I'm curious how you use that. Do you use it for meal planning? Do you mostly just decorate over this? And I'm allowing myself some different boxes in another area here where I can add something as well. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful day and a happy new year. Bye.